Good day, everyone, and welcome to class. In today's special class of Excel, we will be looking deeper into what we can learn in Excel. Excel is very good to learn calculation and to learn about many statistical tools. So today, we will also learning about what a few basic things we can do in Excel. First, we'll start with how to find and replace in Excel. To find and replace is very easy. So we have a sample data here, and this data I will send a sample so you can follow along. Please follow along exactly so that you can understand it. Just do exactly so you can understand it. Okay. So let's start with this. To find and replace, you need to search the find and replace tool. It's located around this side. Find and select here. So you type it here, come down, you see find, then you do find. So you're actually looking for, it will bring out a tab for you where you can find. So you just do exactly as I'm doing it, follow me exactly. So you can find the name David. We have David in our in our work. You can find the name David, just click on find next. You're going to find David because David is part of what you have here. Next is you can also do find and replace. So how you do that is you come to find, same find, then click on replace. So you can now replace the name David with another name. So try that, replace the name David here with another name and tell me what you have also. So find all, just do a you click on replace all. So replace all of the David with another name. So that is good. The next thing you can do now is you can use a control shortcut for it. So let me write out for you the list of control shortcuts that we have. So the one we have used so far, we have control and A, and that is for control and A is for highlight. If you listen to the last class, we talk about how to highlight. Control and A is to highlight. So highlight, you can use the shortcut of control and A to highlight. Alright. You can also use control and C to copy. Control and C. Control and C to copy. Then you can use control and V to paste. To paste. To paste. Then we've talked about now control F to find, control F, CTRL, control and F to find, then control and H to replace. So you can replace a particular name with. This is very useful when you have a very long list of names. You can replace it. So when you have a very long list of names, you can easily replace it. So in case I have a name called David and I have it 20 times in my work, so my work is very long, I could just do a control and H, I replace it, and everything will be replaced all at the same time. So you can try that also in your own notes there. Try and replace. So I believe that's a little bit clear. Remember, if you have any questions, always endeavor to ask. You can ask it in the group, ask it in the comment section. Now that's about find and replace. So remember these control keys, we'll be adding more to them as we use it. To control highlight, we said just tap on anywhere around the sheet area. This is the sheet area. Tap on anywhere, Then you can use your control, tap the control down and A, you'll get highlight. So where people make mistake is you don't tap the control down then you expect it not to work. The control key has to go down. You place your hand on it while your left or right hand, just place it down. Don't remove the hand, then press A, it will highlight. So yes, we didn't have control S to save. Control S, control S to save. Yeah. Then to create a new worksheet will be control and N, a new workbook. Control N creates a new workbook. So the same thing with Excel, with Microsoft Word, where you have new document is control N. So put this one at the back of your mind or at the front of your mind, anywhere that you cannot forget. Now with all these things, I believe you'll be able to learn something. So that is how to work with simple control keys. Another thing we'll learn here now is if I want to change this color, we talked about it in the last class. So I'm highlighting this. If I want to change color to another color, I can come here. This is the paint and fill color and change it to um, you know orange. So that's it. Whereas I can change the text color of this to red. So that's it. And I can work with this part also. This is for bold, and that's a control. The control B is for bold. Control and B is for bold. Then control and I have to highlight it. So you cannot control what you cannot highlight. You need to highlight what you want to control because the Excel cannot zoom on your behalf. So control and I is to italicize, and control and I is to italicize. Then control and U is to underline. So that is clear, I believe. In this part here is to add borders. To add borders. So you can highlight where you want to add a border. If it's everything, tap anywhere within your sheet and press Ctrl A to highlight. Then you can add your border, whether top and bottom border or all borders, like I'm having here, all borders. Okay, so you can see this all borders, it's kind where it's not supposed to carry to. So I can do a Ctrl Z to undo, Ctrl Z to undo. So let's write that down. Ctrl Z to undo, Ctrl Z to undo. Then if you have Ctrl Z to undo, you need to have Ctrl Y to redo. So Y redo it again, Z you undo it, Ctrl Y to redo. So if I do a Ctrl Y now, I tap anywhere, I do a Ctrl Y to redo, you see that it will redo. So basically this is many things we can learn here. We've touched this basic part here. So let's talk about how to insert a text box into how do you insert a text box. To insert a text box, to come to the place where you have insert, then click on insert, come to shapes. Under shapes, come to text box. So if you are familiar with Microsoft Word, you would have also seen text box there. So text box, now you can create a text box like this here. So you can easily write you can write anything you want to inside a text box. So text box content can be used to document. Just write a comment beside your work. How to create text box in Excel. Okay, so I believe that's a little bit clear. Another thing we can do is to also add shapes. So same way we can add text box. Text box is also a shape. But the difference is that text box is a shape that can allow text inside very easily. So if I create a box now, this is a simple box. It has a background color. I can decide to remove or change the color, or even remove the color itself. No fill. I can just click on no fill. So on your own you will see no fill. Click on no fill to remove the color. Then for the outline you can just click on weight. Click on weight on your own part. Click on weight to increase the thickness of the outline. So that's what you can do. So this is, so in this this is how you create a shape, a simple shape. So that's how to create shape. We've talked about how to create a text box. Then the same pattern also works with inserting an image. So I don't want this to be too bulky. Let me go to the next sheet now, sheet 2. So we can see how to insert a picture. So from the device or stock images. So if we have images online pictures, you can add it. If you have on the device, I don't know if there's an image on this device. If there's an image on the device, it will pull it out. So it will pull it out. So if we have an image, let me just pick up an image here. So this is an image. Yeah, this is an image. So you can adjust it. You can use an image in Excel. So it's very easy. Just go to insert, pick image from your desktop or your laptop, then insert it there. So those are basic things we can still do with Microsoft Excel. We also learn now how to do merge and wrap. We learn text alignment and merge and wrap. So let's start with text alignment right now. Text alignment, let's go back to the last sheet, sheet 1. So how do we align text? Now this text here is centralized, if you can see it. So alignment is in this portion. In this portion we have alignment. You can see the word alignment. In this portion we have alignment. So in alignment here, you can align to the left. If you actually look at the first one, you see the word align left. So you can align to the left. Then you click on it, it aligns to the left. Yeah. And this one now, click on it, it aligns to the left. Okay. You can click on it again, align to the middle or align to the right. So you can align any text to the left, to the middle, or to the right, anyone, but left is always better. That is how alignment works. So in case, how do we add a new column or a new row? If you're adding a new row, it's very simple. You just need to right click, just click on right click, then click on insert row. That's all. Right click, insert entire row to add a fresh new row to your work. And use a column, same thing, right click, insert column to insert a column to your work. So what if I want, that's how to do inserting of row and inserting of column. So if I want to insert a column, in between here, salesperson and ID, all I need to just do is click on insert column and insert a fresh new column here. Fresh new column has been inserted. That's how it is. A fresh new column has been inserted. Now to undo that, what do? Control and Z. Control and Z will do an undo of that. Now next is to do a merge and center. So merge and center is if I have a title for this and I want to centralize it. I want to centralize it across because between D, E, F, G, and H, these are like how many rows? One, two, three, four, five. Five rows. And remember from the first class, you know how to locate whatever element. For example, I'm looking for this word Ivan Hines. Ivan Hines is on D. This is D, D10. At D10, I have Ivan Hines. So this is D for the row, 10 for the column Ivan Hines. So how do we locate Stephen Michael? Locate Stephen Michael. Let me see what you can locate. So for Stephen Michael, this is D and 15. That is on my own part. I don't know where you're starting your own from, but this is D and 15. So in case your own has maybe your own didn't start from the top or they all started, your own might not be the same thing depending on how you copied and how you pasted. So this is how that's Ivan and Stephen Michael. So that is it. Okay. So it's just for you to know how to locate things. If I'm looking for the ID number 122907, that is under E what? E12. So please note this. So let me give this a title of sales report for DJT concept. So I'm going to write that down. Sales report for DJT concept. So I want this to be across from D to F. I want it to be across. So I can just take from D to F, highlight it, then I come to merge and center. So merge and center is where merge and center is. Merge and center is here. I just click on merge and center. You can see the sign merge and center. So just take it up a little bit, click on merge and center, then merge and center. You can see that this thing is merged from here to here and it's at the center. So I can decide to highlight it, just change the font, then change the color, then put a boldness on it. So I think that works. Yeah, that works. Okay, so that is how you do merge and center. Today also we'll be learning how to wrap a text. Let me copy this. Okay, wrapping the text. So what's best of wrapping the text? If you have a row and the text is too long, rather than creating extra space, so what we'll do is let's copy this whole thing here. So I do a control. How do you copy? Control A to highlight first. You cannot copy what you did not highlight. So that's where I've been teaching people for a long time. I see people just tell me, I tried to copy, you didn't go. No, you cannot copy what you did not highlight. Highlight is to select. You have to select what you want to copy. So I'm selecting it now. Three ways, many ways. First one is to do a control and A. That's one. Another way is to use your mouse key, tap on the first thing you want to highlight and drag to anywhere you want to go. That's another way. Whether your mouse on your keyboard or you have a physical mouse, that's another way. You just tap on it and drag. Way two. Way three is to press your control key and your shift key together. Then you can now use your arrow. The arrow key to the left, your arrow key to the bottom. So that's control shift must be pressed down together. Control CTRL and shift SHIFT must be pressed together. Then you can move your arrow keys. Your arrow keys are the top, left, right, and bottom. Those arrow keys, move them, they will take you and highlight for you. So now let me copy this. Control C does the work of copy. Then I take it to a new sheet. Rather than sheet 2, I take it to sheet 3. So in sheet 3, I look for a location around there. and I paste this. Now when you observe something now, that when I pasted it, you see that it's not showing. I need to adjust these things. So in my adjustment now, I will go to the top between D and E. I drag a little bit to the point comfortable for me. Between E and F, I drag a little point comfortable for me. The date, I drag a little point comfortable for me. Sale amount, I drag a little comfortable for me. Is it comfortable enough? Drag a little. Commission, I drag a little to the point comfortable for me. Now, once I've done this, where wrap text comes in is if I want, like this sale amount now, let's say it's not dragged enough, but I don't want to drag between G and F. I just want the sale to be on top, the amount to be below, like in the same box, inside that box. What I will do is a wrap text. I will wrap the text around so that it can still stay in that same spot without me having to adjust the breadth of the row. So to do that now, I will come over here where I have wrap text. So on top of the margin center, we have a wrap text here. That wrap text, just click on the wrap text, that's all. You see that it has wrapped it around sale amount. It elongated the length so that it can contain. So that is how you wrap a text. So we've learned quite a lot, and I want you to practice everything and practice everything we've learned. So we've learned text alignment, margin wrap, and all of that. So practice all of those things, and it is very, very essential. The next we'll look at now before the end of the class is to see how to freeze panes. So let me call this sheet, okay, this sheet 3. Let me open a new sheet and call it freeze pane. So what does that mean? So I'm copying from sheet 3. So I do a control and shift. I go to the bottom, control. I've not removed my hand. I go to the side. Okay. Then I can do a copy and move to freeze pane. That's sheet number 4 now, I guess. And then paste. Okay, so I don't have the exact format I need. So I'll tell you a shortcut now, a way you can easily adjust the formats very easily without having to adjust it from each of the top here. One way to do it is to come to format. So under format, I can give it a row height and a column height width, depends on how I want to do that. So let me start with the column width because I want to adjust the width of the column. So the column width, I give it maybe 10. I don't know if 10 is too much, but observe something. Yeah, 10 is still not too much of okay. So column width. So when you just go to format, click on format, you see column width. Tap on column width, then do it alongside with me. Go with 12. Let me see if 12 works fine. Yeah, 12 works a little bit fine. Yeah, apart from the first one. So the first one I can adjust that. So that is something we learned again, how to use adjust with column width. You can adjust the row height, you can adjust the column width. It's under the same part of format. Now with this, you can freeze the pane. What do you mean by freezing pane? You can decide, it depends. If you have a very, very long document, and then you want to, it's so long, you can't just be scrolling. You can decide to freeze the top part. so that when you freeze the top part, it is easy for you to keep scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down. So let's try that now. So to try that, I want to remove this space. I want to remove this space here. So what I'm doing is I'm highlighting it. I'm highlighting from D to H here, this top space here. I'm highlighting it and I'm deleting it. So I'll just right click and click delete. So I want to do the same thing with me. Right click and click delete, then click on entire row, then just press OK. It will delete. So be on the same page with me. So if you're on the same page, you should have something like this. So if you have something like this, the next thing is to freeze the pane. So to freeze pane, come to data, review, view. It's under view, yeah, view. So come to view. Under view, you see freeze pane here. So it's asking you which pane do you want to freeze. Do you want to keep the row and column visible while the rest of the worksheet scroll? So where do you want to freeze? So I want to freeze the top row, right? So you can freeze both the row and column so that the worksheet can be visible, or you can freeze the top row. So I want to freeze the top row. Now once I freeze the top row, just observe what's going on. I can scroll, do it yourself and scroll down. You can see that it's still moving, right? The top row is fixed while I can scroll. Use your arrow key to go down, just go down, go down, go down. You can see I can still be going down. It's frozen. To unfreeze it, I come back to freeze pane and just press unfreeze. That's all. Same thing with column. I can decide to freeze the first column. How do I do that? Let me delete this three ABC. Let me delete this column. So how do you delete? Right click and click on delete. Once you click on delete, just click on entire column. Do that also with me. Then do that here. You should have this exact result I have. So let me freeze the salesperson, the first column. So I come to freeze and freeze first column. Observe, I can move freely to the side. So use your arrow key to move freely to the side. Move freely, you can move freely to the side. Then go back, move freely to the side. That is how it works. Then you can unfreeze pane, unfreeze pane. So that is how it works. I hope you learned something from that. Okay, so that is freezing and unfreezing. It's very essential when you have a very long document to freeze or unfreeze. Alright, so I believe we can end it here. The next class we'll look at other things in Excel.